shit, Sarah. All day. Hell yeah.
Arm wrestling's about to take place.
Yeah. So that brings me to one of the main topics of tonight that I kind of wanted to go over with you guys. I wanted to ask you guys is how important is it to have a social media, also like a YouTube today with arm wrestling? Is it just important to be a good arm wrestler, or do you have to be a good arm wrestler and also good on social media?
I think you could be really good arm wrestler and get in there. You could be really good at social media and get in there, or you could be pretty good at both of them. But you probably got to pick one of those paths, either two part-times or one really good thing.
I think, like Travis is saying, right? I think that social media, you need to be good at it to make it grow. And I think Travis has the best presence. Like he was one of the best guys for the sport of arm wrestling, and because he was like the Howard Stern, right? Like people, they would say, I fucking can't stand him. I can't wait to see what he says next, though, right? And Travis didn't hold back. So I think if Travis, and I'm in the same position as Travis, not like that. Travis is way better than me on the video than I am, but and he's the guy that you want to be the commentator at the event. But I think where his focus is on his kids and football, and so is mine. So I think when Travis has time, and now football season's over, if Travis decides to dedicate himself, he's the guy that can talk the talk, but can back it up too. So he has that double-edged thing, because I'm the guy that I'm going to do great on the table, but I'm not going to do great on the social media. Travis is a guy that can do awesome in social media and back it up on the table. So I'm looking forward to see what the fuck he can do.
Well, Jerry, that's also why you got me also, brother. I'm here to help promote you also. So.
Because we know I suck, right?
You guys.
Hey,
listen,
make no mistake about it. I'm the most important part of this fucking three-man fucking circle jerk. That's for sure.
Listen, Travis is the whole reason I got back in arm wrestling.
Travis. Travis mode.
Travis is the whole reason I got back into arm wrestling, right? So, I mean, after watching him embarrass Tim Bresnan, right, and fucking gets him halfway down, and then he just looks at him and just says, tell me I'm the greatest. I mean, holy fuck. Who the fuck can do that, right? I mean, that was crazy. And
there's a backstory to that, too. I didn't know this, but Rob Bagent rode with Jarrett, or rode with Tim down there, and he told Tim on the way there, he's like, hey, if that fucking Travis tries to punk me down at the table, I'm going to smack the shit out of him. But I didn't even know he said that. So I wouldn't have did that if I'd have thought the guy was aggressive or mean. So then after I did it, they get home and they get in an argument, and Rob's like, oh, what are you going to do what you did to Travis to me? And they ended up kicking his ass out of the house.
that's funny shit. That is funny shit. Like that. You just, that shit's priceless. Like Travis makes it so much fun.
What year was that you had that match with Tim that you're referring to?
That was 2005 Nationals, 2005.
Yep.
2005. And what is your overall record, Travis, with Tim Bresnan?
I have lost to Tim one time, and I probably arm wrestled him, 12 times. So 9-2, maybe somewhere like that.
So here's another, this is going to change the topic a little, but I wanted to get from both of you guys, I wanted to know who you guys had as the top 5 right hand in the world currently.
I went over mine earlier today. I think I was on a show either earlier today or yesterday. I don't know. But my 5 are Levon, and then I guess who the fuck is it? I said it today. I'm gonna contradict myself. I know it was Levon, Vitali, the new kid with the big hair, that big motherfucker that
Alex.
Devin and Michael Todd, I think are my 5.
In that order?
No, I mean, yeah, something like that. I know Michael Todd and Devin are 4 and 5.
All right, let's just lock in the exact order you have them in. So we got Levon number 1, Vitaly number 2, Alex Cadorette number 3, 4 Michael Todd. 4 Devin, number 5 Michael Todd.
I'll take that.
Okay, Jerry.
How you put Michael?
Because you don't fucking arm wrestle, dude. You don't fucking. If they had, listen. If you want to tell me who's the greatest camping world fucking GM, you are. But you gotta get back on the table, bro.
You're such a dick. You're such a dick. Who has Mike? Mike has gone and lost. Gone and lost. So how can he be ranked that high?
Oh, hold up, Jerry. Look who it is, Jerry. Look who it is. Oh.
What's up, my man?
It's understood. What's up, man? How are you?
Good. Hey, keep up the great work, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you. That motherfucker played fullback in Arkansas right there. Damn! He ain't no fucking D2 kid. Damn! So yeah, that's my 5. And but listen, I do know that there are 5 other guys that would bang those guys too at any time. Like that Ermes guy's good. I know Jerry's there. I know Dave Chaffee. I mean, fuck. Dave Chaffee has been screwed over from these fucking Kings move so fucking badly. Like it's even Dennis did it to him. Like Dennis did it to him. Fucking Devin did it to him, and Michael Todd did it to him all in a row.
Travis, this is one question I need to know. Where do you have Jerry? If Jerry comes back focused and ready to really, give it 100%, where do you put Jerry? Where does he fit in?
Put him right there at 3-4. So he's as good as Michael Todd and Devin Larratt. Now listen, I'm just saying that I think that those top European guys have, they could go down too so quickly to Jerry, Devin, and Michael and Dave. I mean, it's so fucking close. It's just, the fact is I think Jerry loves arm wrestling about 1% more than me. And I believe that those 5 guys that I have listed, they care about it more than I care about my fucking wife. Like they fucking love arm wrestling. Like they love it. And I could be wrong, but it just seems that, they are totally into it, interested. And Jerry and me have other things that we value just a little bit more. Like Jerry likes to make money and he fucking works like a fucking beast. He's got 100 fucking kids and he's fucking involved like crazy. Like, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, he just is. He's got fucking, he likes cars. He likes fucking snowmobiles and 4-wheelers or whatever the fuck it is. Like,
buying huge mansions with every car you can imagine. Yeah, that's Jerry.
Yeah.
Gotta have Jerry, a habit, right?
I gotta hear your 5. Who's your top 5 in the world currently?
Well, it's going to be tough for me to put him in order, right? But I'm going to go in no order, right? Because these 5, you could go to a tournament fucking 10 times, and I think that these 5 are going to switch roles each time. I think the turnout will be different each time. I'll go Levon, Alex, Vitaly, Devin, and me.
Yeah, so it's close. Yeah, it's close.
So
Michael's
you got rid of
out of that, right?
You got wait, hold on. Let's just go over that. So who did you knock out? So
he knocked out Michael Todd and put himself in.
Yeah.
Say that again.
Yep.
Let me just hear the list one more time.
He knocked out Michael Todd and put himself there. And then in no particular order, that's his 5. Levon, right. Alex, Vitaly, Devin, and Jared.
Okay. Now, Travis, this question's for you. So we seen the last match between Michael and Jerry. What did you think? What should have been the outcome?
They should have redid it. They should have put the fucking straps back on. But Jerry did quit.
I didn't quit. I lifted up my elbow.
Whatever.
I lifted my elbow on purpose.
Motherfucker. You died twice during that match. Don't even fucking try it.
I fucking lifted my elbow to get a restart. There was no winner could have happened. No winner. He couldn't have pinned me. I couldn't have pinned him.
Right, but you could have let the referee stop it or let Mike stop.
He didn't do his fucking job.
You stopped first.
Yeah, he didn't do his job. Fucking, I lifted my elbow up on purpose.
In his defense, it was very strange situation. But yes, don't get me wrong. The guy should have been, Steve Kaplan should have told Michael and you to go in your corners and more or less shut the fuck up. We'll let y'all know once we have a league decision. But man, he was scared like shit. That motherfucker was scared. He let Mike just act like a crybaby. There's no way Mike would have told me that he's taking that hammer and he don't care what Steve says. Motherfucker, this is my money, my fucking league. Shut the fuck up and get the fuck over there in your corner. But there wasn't, listen, if I would have been in charge of the WL like I was in the future, that in the past, that match would have got restarted in the straps. No problem. All it needed was a strong human being to understand that it was fucking awkward. And both of these warriors deserved another shot because of the length of time that had transpired. But Mike felt that Jerry stopped and he was so fucking happy and he was done, which both of those fucking guys were done. I mean, that was amazing. But, you know, the fact is, you know, Jerry left it open for Michael to act like a complete fucking crybaby, and it worked.
Now, what happens if that goes down again? Because they gotta settle this eventually. You know, they both are, you know, they pretty much have even records with each other. We got to settle this for a grudge match. What is your predictions if they have a grudge match today?
Oh, I think it's 50-50. You know what I mean? Like, those fucking guys are both able to handle each other's best spot and make it really difficult to win. So, I mean, neither one of them can truly be looking forward to that rematch because that's a painful W too, right? I mean, fuck. So, and I also too, it's amazing because I've seen that match with them 3 separate times. Just long, grueling fucking battles. And the fact is I'd like to see it again too. So I'm down.
But let me ask you, if we didn't do it in WAL and we did it under WAF table, do you think that would change the outcome at all? Not having that extra?
Yeah. Both of them could foul out a lot easier with the WAF situation. I do think Jerry may appreciate that smaller elbow pad because I do think Mike is a little, you know, it helps him get a little further away. But I also think that, you know, as much as Michael Todd is as much bad shit as he has with his character and his persona, he's also a fucking warrior too. There's no doubt about it. And I do think that he got embarrassed pretty good over there in Dubai. And I think that he's going to be better because of it.
What do you feel about that, Jerry? Do you feel that loss that he suffered with Devin, do you think that lit a fire under Mike that's going to bring him to another level?
Oh, I think he hates to lose, of course, right? So I think that you're going to see Michael's going to train harder and harder and harder. But I don't see it being. Hold on, I'm switching rooms.
So let me ask you guys, with everything going on with between Devin and Levon coming up and all, and now we got Gennady going against Michael Todd. What happens, because we know both Gennady and Michael Todd are both coming off some serious losses. We both know that they both need the next big win or whatever. What do we expect from Michael Todd and Gennady? What is your prediction, Travis?
I think Michael Todd's going to win pretty convincingly.
Jerry?
I think he has to win. If he doesn't win, he's going to put himself out of any rankings at all.
Okay, so let's say that Mike gets the win. He goes and beats Gennady in February 12th. Who do you think he goes for next? Do you think now he goes into hibernation and he waits for the outcome between Levon and Devin, or does he take another match in between that?
He takes the match that Larry Wheels and that King of the Table can actually negotiate, because I don't think they have Vitaly yet. I think they can probably get Alex, and I think that just because I saw Alex arm wrestle without Igor being in the room, that maybe that'll be an easier contractual obligation. But there's only a couple guys, right? Either he pulls Jerry again because the North Americans want to see it, or he goes up to Alex or to Vitaly. I mean,
what about Ermes?
Say it again.
What about Ermes?
I mean, Ermes is another one. The only problem with Ermes is they've already done it in the past. So I would imagine that Ermes would probably like it again, but I'm not sure Mike is, and I mean, at this point, if the King of the Table is having matches that have already happened, how cutting edge are they?
Well, Ermes just beat Gennady, and I think that this version
but he also
Ermes,
lost to Alex so bad.
But did you see this version of Ermes? He looked like he put on fucking 25 pounds.
Well, yeah, it was only 5 weeks. I mean, fuck. I mean, I think Alex is better. And
I do
think
too.
that match with Ermes say it again.
I said I do too. That's why I didn't put Ermes in the top 5 for the rankings.
Right.
I'm just saying.
So that's why I'm just thinking that Michael doesn't want to drop too low. He doesn't want to start arm wrestling guys that are trying to get above him. He's trying, and trust me, Mike puts himself probably fucking first, but at least third, I would say. So he's not going to be as excited about a guy lower than him trying to get at him as he is trying to go above, because I think that Mike is overdosing on medical steroids, and he's going to be a fucking crazy motherfucker when he gets a hold of these dudes.
Hold on, Travis. Let's get your vocabulary right. He likes pancakes.
Whatever. Yeah. All I know is the motherfucker's forearm looks like he's got gout. Like he looks a little different, and I believe that in his mind he cheated himself medically in the past. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. I've heard about guys that thought they were training hard, and then the day after they're like, you know what? I don't know if that shit was even that good. I need to change my supplier. And I think that Mike's going to be a different guy. I think Mike is in a dangerous place. I think that he will go overboard to win. He will fucking die trying.
I think Mike is super dedicated to arm wrestling, and I think that he is a lot like Devin in an aspect that they will both they eat, sleep, and shit arm wrestling. And so I think that this loss is mentally tough for Devin. I mean, for Michael Todd, right? So just like Travis said, I see Michael, and I mean, I know Michael personally as well, and I get along with him, and he's a good guy. And, I can reach out and call him whenever. And I think that he is, trying to put himself at a different level and looks at this as though he has to show the world that was not Michael Todd that you just saw compete that last time. So like Travis said, look for Michael to really try to level up probably 3-4 times.
And I think that Michael Todd has a weak constitution. I think that he needs to be the champ. Like I need for my kids to be successful at sports so I can live through them. So, you know what I mean? And I think that it's better for his marriage and his friendships if he's the champ. It's just he's an easier guy. He's a better guy to be around.
Now, I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm just going to put out there my thoughts or whatever. I have a feeling that when Michael was preparing for the match with Devin, I feel that Michael was really focusing all his effort and energy on his YouTube. You know, we know that's when he was blowing up from, you know, first starting the YouTube, then now it's getting all big and all. And I think that he kind of got caught up in that whole lifestyle and, you know, living that YouTube life. And I think when he went against Devin, I think a reality check clicked in, and I think he realized that he wasn't training at his full potential and, you know, really peaking himself out. So I have a feeling that he went back to the gym and, you know, he's breaking it all down again. And, you know, I don't see him as going, I mean, he's still on YouTube, but, you know, I don't see it as extreme as it was before at that first match. So does that sound right to you guys? Could that be a possibility? Maybe he was too focused on the YouTube and all and not so much as the match?
Well, I mean, I think that what Michael didn't put into account is how angry and how dedicated the guys that feel that you think you're better than them. And Mike had that fucking smug look that he talked down to you, you know, like he was the fucking man. And the whole time, no one's rooting for him, right? Everybody wanted to see the demise because everyone wants to see the champ lose. All you got to do is become the champ, and then you'll find the haters. They're coming. So I think that, you know, I think Mike was drinking the Kool-Aid and pissing a lot of people off. And when I say a lot of people, just the guys who know that, dude, you're like 0.5% better than me the other day. Like it was so close. But Michael, you know, like Michael talk about Jerry. He'd be like, oh, yeah, I beat Jerry. And I'm like, motherfucker, you know damn well that was a fucking, could have went either way. Like a bunch of times. But it's just, you know, Mike's one of those guys that, you know, he's one of those guys that, you know, he'll cry in the fucking corner. Like, and then all of a sudden you go over there and be like, man, you all right? And he can't stop crying. And you're like, holy shit, this motherfucker is about to go crazy. Like, he just cares about, you know, perception. And he also is a conspiracy theorist that he thinks that the world's against him. You know, and he's fucking crazy, narcissistic fucking motherfucker that really, really will do whatever it takes to fucking win.
That is the one thing getting to know all you guys and the top level, you guys, elites and all. You guys, you don't have one particular trait that's the exact same. But the one thing I do see is the amount of competition you guys are at is with each other. It's very extreme to you guys. You guys got to be the best at what you do. You know, and that is the one common denominator I seem to find about all you guys. You guys are very competitive people. And what I'm referring to is like that weekend we were at the Olympia and it was you and Devin hanging out. And I mean, bro, like it was just any single thing that went up, like, yo, who could drink this shot quicker? Who could do, it was just the most ridiculous things, but you guys were competing over everything. And, you know, that was the biggest thing that stuck out to me was just the need to win all the time. You guys have that, like, it's just instilled in you and it's so extreme. And, you know, and I see that in you, Travis. I also see that in Jerry. You know, I got to see when we went to Texas and, you know, we got to practice with everybody. And, you know, Jerry was very humble. You know, he was pulling with everybody, getting everybody some work in. But, you know, there was a couple little snarky comments that came out from a couple of the guys that thought they got a little extra on Jerry. And then I seen Jerry come out and he just went into this beast. And, you know, that's when he wasn't joking no more on the table. And, yeah, these guys didn't want nothing after that. So that is definitely one of the biggest things I've noticed with you guys is just that drive to win. It's just insane.
And listen, I don't know how Jerry feels, but if you jokingly act like you're better than me at something, it's all fun. But when you really like fucking act like that, and Michael will act like that if he's not fucking careful. Devin is way more funny about it. I try to be a comedian about it as much as I can because I understand that if you really think that you're better than someone, that people don't want to fucking be in the room with you. And, you know, Mike's the worst. Like Mike really believes that bullshit that he talks about being the best, even if it's not true.
But you got to say, man, that's got to be part of your guys' thing to be number one. I mean, you got to be like that. You know, that drive just got to be there, because I'd say 99% of the people don't have that drive like you guys do.
But who the fuck wants to be a loser?
That's true when you say that.
That's bringing it up all the time.
But there's also guys that, you know what I mean, when you're at that position and you're in like a dangerous arm break position, that's where it goes. Do I want to take this to another level and just refuse to lose? And then you got the normal people that are just like, all right, I lost. You guys, I feel like you're going to snap that arm, bro. You're giving it everything. You just do not want to take that loss.
I don't want to lose at anything.
There you go. That backs that up. So I also wanted to know from both of you guys is, you know, both of you guys haven't been the most active in the last 2 years, you know, with COVID going on and all. So I wanted to figure out if you guys did, I mean, you know, you got your big match coming up on Saturday and all that. But after that, who would be the dream match? If you had to pick one guy that you could go against right now, who would be your one guy?
My one guy would be Dennis.
And Dennis, that'd be left hand, correct?
Of course. Yeah, that would be one. I mean, I'm not really that interested in new guys. Like, I wouldn't even, if I was a 25-year-old kid, I wouldn't be like trying to fuck with me and Jerry. I mean, we've already fucking we only fucking show up every once in a while and we don't care. So I'm not really that interested in the new guys. But if there's some older heads that I can bang with, have some fun, and listen, I'm a straight up whore. I'm ready to get paid. So I'll arm wrestle Bobo the Clown for the right amount of money. But if it's just something that, you know, an older guy would like a little bucket list, that would probably be the guy, especially if he's not quite as good as he was a couple of years ago. That would be a perfect situation for the man. So yeah, I wouldn't mind. I mean, I would pull Alexei Vovoda again, because I think that there are certain names that could garner the proper amount of sponsorship, and maybe even if the organization didn't supply the money, that I could gather it in other ways.
What about you, Jerry?
I think that'd be a good one for Travis. I think Travis and Alexei, because there's some chemistry there, you know, and I'd like to see that. I think a lot of the arm wrestlers that have been out there for a while would love to see that match, right? Because Travis was the one that dethroned him, you know?
Yeah, I definitely would love to see you going against Alexei, but over that, I think I would love to see you versus Denis Saplankov left hand. And from, you know, just the buzz on social media, that seems the match everybody wants to see. You guys going at it left hand. And we all know that King of Table 3, I believe Denis Saplankov is going to be making his comeback.
As a competitor?
So, you know, maybe in the future we could actually see this match.
I'm waiting for the King of the Table 14 when there's real money. I don't want to be Chuck Liddell. I want to be freaking Conor McGregor.
Yeah, but don't wait too long, because you don't know how long it'll be there.
Exactly.
And right. Jerry, who would be your match? Who would be your dream match that you're waiting for?
I want to go against Levon.
Nice. That would be a great match. And you know, of course, we've thrown it out there. We want to put up some pink slips for our cars and all.
I just said I'm going to take that fat ass out of his car.
There you go.
That big motherfucker will kill you, man. Don't fuck with that guy, man. What's wrong?
Fuck him.
All right, guys. I think we're gonna end it right there. We got a lot of content.
Hey, right quick,
guys.
Hey, can you have Jerry show me his WL hammer right quick? I just wanted to make sure so we could see that they compare.
Yeah, it's right there.
Oh, that's